Oh, that is something that I have arguments with my husband about, if at all, because he loves traveling, whereas I'm just the opposite. I am not a travel person. I know that you said that you love traveling, right?
Of
I
course.
Yeah, I've been to very few places. Like I within the UK, mostly. I've been to not been to actually because we have a few things coming up now planned because all these years we're busy with the 9 to 5 job and bringing up the child. So now kind of my son is old enough, so now we have kind of, and everything has changed during COVID or after COVID.
Hmm.
Now you have more freedom in terms of work hours, and so it's kind of more relaxed now. So we have a few things. Visit US as well, the US. But it's yeah, it's then not maybe. Oh, he wants to go to Japan, China, and everywhere. But I'm not. I'm not a travel person, so I'm not really looking forward to any of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, I think you must visited at the England library, because I got many scenes of that library into many American movies. So I have little
Which
bit,
library? Which library?
England. I think England, in country England, I think have the library as well, maybe on certain places. I don't know where it is, but
Yeah,
you must.
everywhere. I mean, every um, city, or every town has a library. Yeah.
How are
How are
you?
you? Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you. How are you?
Okay, I'm also so much happy today to
What, what,
connect with
what?
you.
Oh, okay. Is there any other reason to be happy?
Yeah, of course, because I had watched many content of yours
Oh,
with several
okay.
people,
All right.
and
Okay. No, I was
I
just
really
asking
like.
because you said you were happy today. I was thinking like, is there any other reason why something in your family or something? Is there anything or
Okay, so ma'am, I think we are meeting first time.
yeah?
So I think let's introduce self, right?
Yeah, sure. You want me to go first or you want to go?
Okay, let's start in my side. So
Yeah.
this is Chandan. I live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a teacher. And if I discuss about my hobbies, so I love to interact with the people and traveling different kinds of places. It is a part of my hobbies. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, that's nice. So you're a teacher. What do you obviously teach English, or do you teach any
Yes.
other subject? English.
Actually, I teach English subject, but I teach up to only five classes students. So
Okay.
I deal with each subject.
Is that in a school or you just do private?
Yeah, yeah, this is school. Yeah,
School. Oh, okay. So it's
private
a
school. Yeah,
government school. Yeah, or private
private
school.
school.
Private school, right? Oh, that's nice. So that's your profession. So this is the best place to be actually for you to simultaneously do this channel as well. Yeah,
Thank
and
you,
your
ma'am.
channel's name is this Learn English Fluently. Is that the channel name?
No, my channel name is same as my name, Chandan Lady.
Oh, Chanda. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, if I introduce myself, I am Shaila. I have a channel as well, Speak with Shaila. It's hard to find, I think. I don't know, for some reason, the channel handle doesn't pop up when yeah, so I'm not a teacher. I live in England. I am originally from Kerala, India. I have been living in England for over 13 years now. I live with my family, my husband, and a 12-year-old son. I work, and as I said, I'm not a teacher by profession. So in terms of my um, day job, I work in IT industry. I work for a corporate organization in the IT delivery space. I have done my master's in computer science before. I did my bachelor's in maths. Yeah, so I don't really have much connection with English except for the fact that I live here. I've been using this language ever since I started my career in this IT uh, field because I've been speaking to the people in the UK because I both my organize I'm working for a second organization in my whole career now. First organization I worked for like most of my career I worked for my first organization, and now this I just recently switched to another organization and I work fully remote with them. So both organizations are here. So that's my only connection with English. Right.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me your introduction. And I think we all we all are quite fortunate due to learning this language we are going to meet, right?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I mean it's a global language, isn't it? So it's you. I mean most of the content is in this language. If you wanna, yeah, you can survive anywhere if you know this language. That's the beauty of it because everybody speaks. I think even if you go to China, even though China they promote their own language, but I'm sure that you'll find people speaking
Mhm.
English
Definitely.
anywhere. So uh,
So, ma'am, I have one question I want to raise out here. So, like, as you mentioned, like, are you living
yeah,
uh, Kerala? I'm right?
no, I live in England.
England. Okay, England.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
from Kerala.
okay. Are you from Kerala? But you live in England now.
Yeah, I live in
Okay,
England and now I'm a citizen here. So I'm no, but I have, yeah, I can visit. I can also live in India with the visa. Yeah, that.
okay,
Yeah, it's called overseas citizen of India visa is there, which is like kind of valid for 25 years or something. You can just renew it. So, but I
okay.
can't just buy any agricultural land there. That's the only constraint.
Yeah, yeah. Because you are not a proper citizen of that place, and due to that reason, you do not have the right of buying any properties there,
Yeah. And
right?
India, they don't allow dual citizenship. So yeah, that's I mean,
Okay, so ma'am, I would like to know the reasons behind having job as a good job, as you mentioned. Due to that reason, you are there, right?
not quite because I I still like India. I mean, I live in
Okay.
because one of the main reasons is that I miss the food, and also my family, my parents live there. So I do due to those reasons, I miss India. But
Of
yeah,
course, ma'am.
I moved here because my husband was working here. He's also from Kerala, but he was working here and he quite liked this country very much. I mean, like
Okay.
he because it's the mindset of men and women are quite different. Men like like the cars or police, the roads here, everything is obviously because being a developed country is
Of
you
course.
you obviously have pros and cons. You because you don't have the people that you love, so that's a big con.
Yeah, I can understand, ma'am. I like I understand the mentality of the people over this place. Like they are quite open-minded. They do not have any kinds of comfort zone. We all are Indian, try to live in our own comfort zone, but at that place, openly they can live, they can do
Yeah,
any whatever
freedom.
they want.
Freedom is yeah,
Freedom, you can say. Great.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So I
Because
think
if I yeah, sorry, go on.
yeah, so ultimately, what I mentioned to you, like reasons behind to stay there, the both of you have the reasons of joining job there. Did you that reason you have to stay there, right?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Like both of you have the job there, right? So
Yeah,
due to that reason you have to stay there.
yeah. Due to that reason, yeah. Now the biggest hurdle now is that my our son he who doesn't want
Okay.
to. leave the country, because he has his
Oh,
friends here. So he doesn't want to go to India because he says, first of all, he doesn't speak our native language, such as Malayalam.
oh,
That's a barrier. And I have been trying to teach him. He's not interested because when we he was born here, and
okay.
he started going nursery early, like when he was like year and a half. He started going nursery, and then he didn't really get a hang of Malayalam. And I was also working. That's you can blame it on me. And didn't I didn't really put much effort uh, into teaching him, because
Hmm.
you got a 9 to 5 job and then come back home, and then be and he was just comfortable with speaking English. And then yeah, that was something that I should have been careful about from. But it's now hard to teach him. I've been trying to get a teacher for him, and then he's not interested. He's now interested in learning French. So
Wow.
because they have that in school. So
Of course, ma'am. Of
and
course. And
Malayalam
I
is
think,
a difficult language as well. So
yeah, you're right, ma'am. And I think England is a really beautiful place. What I always admire internally of mine to go there one day. And
yeah,
I
should.
think you are going to have there, better to better facilities in comparison to the India, I would say. It's obvious things where you're missing the mentality, the localities, activities of the citizens, what you had before in India. But there you are not having that much activities, right? So,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, like our motherland is always our motherland, right? So
yeah,
you can't get that kind level of what do you call the sense of closeness, or um,
emotions,
you yeah, you won't feel the same. Obviously, you are somebody who has immigrated to that.
sensitive, sensitive feeling, yeah, sentiments
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't.
that's different because everything is different about living in another country. What one good thing, if you are ask me, you can go here like anytime. You can go out because I go shopping. Like I don't really worry about going shopping because obviously you go driving, but still you don't. I'm not scared of walking. In the dark, or it's not. So I'm not saying that it's not that it's scary in India, but it's because no, it's totally different here. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah, of course.
that's a con as well. Um, you don't see many people here because it's not. I love to see people, which you have in India.
Of course.
It's difficult when you go out here in the dark. You don't really see many people there. Whereas Indian streets are so crowded, you feel like it's always a festival there, right? Which I
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
here. Yeah.
That is
So
called localities and activities. We
yeah,
in our India, na, people are the different mindset. People have the different mindset. They often, do all whatever they do with as a community. You can say,
yeah,
it looks quite attractive. It will make you quite pleasure
yeah,
internally.
yeah,
But at city, at another countries, you will never have as a community. Such a kind of community,
yeah,
right? Yeah, gathering people at the one place and doing any kinds of activities.
yeah,
Their
yeah.
mindset
True.
is very different. Mm.
Yeah.
And another most important part you are going to miss there, sentiment, closingness, caring,
Yes.
these
Yeah,
are
yeah.
things.
That definitely is something that you miss because here you see people and then they always like how are you, you all right, and then they wouldn't they just when you in office you meet somebody, you just walk past and they ask you all right, and they just say walk away, they don't really wait to hear if you're all right or not.
Yeah,
That's it's just all formalities. So that's
formalities, yeah,
something.
you can say. And the way
Yeah.
he speak, the language they use, that language doesn't suit that language doesn't feel you relief internally.
Oh
As better
yeah.
you can get feeling from your native language, right?
Yeah, that's
That
true. Yeah,
sentiment.
no. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But if I have to say another good thing about here is the police here. The police, they are so friendly. I don't know if it's just me, but I was always scared of police in India because they are, the pick. You can also say, I think you can relate to the same, right? So here they call you sir and ma'am. Can you believe? The
Of course.
police call you sir and ma'am here, and they are polite because police. I think the police, the expansion. It's the abbreviation of polite. What is the next one? Oh, I forgot what it is. L is loyal. The abbreviation of,
Loyalty.
yeah, loyal. And then I forgot. Courage. C for courage, I think. So P is polite. P stands for politeness. But that
Okay.
polite,
Humbleness.
yeah,
Humbleness.
yeah,
Humble.
yeah. So that P is definitely literally you can find in the police here, which I like very much about this country. Um, yeah, they are very approachable. They knock on your door. If they knock on you, they call you, say, "Are you okay?" Yeah, so that is something that I
So, ma'am,
like.
I would like to know how many years have you spent there? Have you been spent it there?
Yeah, it's 13 years, over 13 years
I think.
now.
Okay. So, can you mention like how many places have you been visited till now?
Oh, yes, not many. Few trips coming up. We're planning to visit France. Otherwise, I've been Scotland. Scotland is really beautiful here. Scotland, Scotland.
Yeah, of
Yeah, yeah,
course.
it's lovely. Um, we have, and my husband wants to go. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have a few library memberships everywhere because I've moved a few places, so I have membership with all of those libraries.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
So, ma'am,
So I think maybe you're referring to a particular library, right?
yeah,
You
yeah,
watched in a movie. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah, of course. I had a watch Harry Potter. I think you must know about
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Harry Potter. Yeah.
Oh,
So in
that
that
library.
movie, I got to see some library, and that was looking very fantabulous.
Oh, okay.
Very a big library, looking so attractive. That's why I
Yeah.
mentioned you.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So tell me about the your favorite food of this England. Like what type of food do you prefer
Here.
often? Yes.
Here. Oh, yeah, they don't really have many. They have some
Do you get
regional
rice?
dishes. Sorry?
Do you get rice there? Rice, chapatis
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah. We can buy everything, literally everything
Okay.
that we get in India, but it's very expensive because of the
Okay.
it has to be transported here. So that is I mean, speaking of that, the coast. Jackfruit, jackfruit,
Jackfruit. Yeah,
jackfruit.
yeah, I know, I know.
Do you
I
have
know.
jackfruit in Bihar?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Jackfruit, yeah, I know.
That is one of the cheapest in Kerala. You literally
Oh,
have the jackfruit tree, and then it would just keep falling, and when it is ripe, and you won't be using it. It will just go wasted. But here the
oh my God.
jackfruit is so expensive, like a piece of jackfruit. Jackfruit is this big,
I
and
know,
then
I know.
a piece of that here costs around like 5 to 10 pounds. Yeah, a little
Okay.
piece of
If
it.
I
Yeah,
convert 10 pounds, 5 pounds into the rupees, then
like a 500 pound, 500 rupees, around 500 rupees.
500.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
are you non-vegetarian or vegetarian? Are you
No, I like both of. I
both?
am not very.
Yeah. So if you want to eat chicken biryani or any biryani, you have to pay like 1,000 rupees easily.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how it is. It is that expensive because Indian food, because anything that involves labor, manual labor, if you
Hmm.
because they pay you by hour. If you are doing a daily wage job, they pay you by hour.
By
Uh,
hour, okay, and
yeah,
more than like how
I
much
think it
amount?
is now minimum wage is around. Earlier it used to be like 8 pounds or something. I think it is now 11, 12 pounds. I think minimum or 10,
It
10
would
or
be
12.
12,000, right?
Yeah,
It's 12 pounds,
no,
yeah.
12 pounds would be no 1,200.
1,200. 1,200, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, one. £1 is 100 rupees.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the people who work in McDonald's, KFC, and all those food chains and all those shops, they I mean, a lot of students who come from India and other countries here, they do part-time jobs as in McDonald's, KFC, and all these. Mostly they work in those food chain restaurants, and they get paid like around somewhere near the. So that's their side income
Okay, ma'am.
along with
So
this.
I have one question. Like as you mentioned, like are you working very long time? So I'm little curious to know your daily routine. How do you manage your day routine?
Daily routine now thanks to the post-COVID changes in the work culture. Now,
Mm-hmm.
earlier it used to be really painful to go to work before COVID because you literally have to go to office daily.
Mm.
Um, and especially here, also traffic like India traffic is a problem here, even though the roads are kind of better, but still you don't really see is even though it is less populated, still you'll see traffic on the main roads, and where you get to like in like on an ideal journey, which takes 20 minutes, you it can go up to anywhere between 45 minutes to 1 hour. That used to be like you see you spend an hour or a couple of hours on the road, and then that's your daily your day would be like that. You take like an hour or an hour and a half on the road, spend on the road, and then you do the work. So that used to be my then how you have to obviously look after get the school your child for the school. So now it is very easy for me because I work from home fully. um
Okay.
yeah, so it's a lot better now, thanks to COVID, even though COVID was kind of blessing in disguise. I mean, like before, a lot, yeah, we lost a lot of lives because of COVID, but the COVID changed the mindset of employers that you can still work from home. You can still
Mm.
get the work done, even if you work from home. So, and also YouTube. Um, because a lot of people started channels on YouTube before COVID. I don't think that we were using YouTube as much as we do now, right?
Yeah. Because today I'm really excited after knowing like I'm talking to English people really because these are my desire you can so to go there at a certain situations yeah even time. So whenever I talk to any foreigner, I know you are not
I'm
foreigner,
not
but
fun.
I'm feeling now.
Oh, you were like, I live here, so yeah.
So
Uh,
yeah, I'm considering internally. Yeah, I'm talking to foreigner. It make me internally too much pleasure and happiness. Yeah.
I'm very
So
much an Indian still.
so it's a really great to
Yeah,
stay
thanks,
there
Chandan.
to
I
have
am so glad that you got in touch with me. And
uh
what is your weekend looking like? Are you going to do anything nice?
can you repeat ma'am's once?
What do you have any weekend plans? Because it's afternoon there now, right? Are you doing anything nice? Uh,
No, I think I'm totally free now. I don't have any plan, especially today.
how do you
Yeah.
usually spend your weekends? Do you go anywhere?
Yeah, of course. I go to the stadium where I play cricket, football.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you usually should have
of course.
friends, right? So you meet your friends, and
Yeah,
you do all of that in the weekend only. You don't
yes,
do you play cricket or
of course. I love to play cricket and yeah, traveling, wandering a little bit, places that make
do you do
me.
that with travel with your friends or?
Yeah, sometimes I travel with a friend and sometimes I go alone.
So traveling, okay, that's nice. I like even though I said that I don't like traveling, but
Okay.
I think I like solo traveling because you can do then. whatever you like to do based, you don't have
Hmm.
to depend on or any you don't have to depend on anybody, and you don't have anybody depending on you. So it's
Yeah, yeah, you're right. There is no having any kinds of uh, compulsory, to taking the advice of other and accordingly I have to do
yeah, you can just
activities
do
all.
what you like to do.
One,
That's yeah.
I also like to have my own freedom and my own preference. What I want, I just do. I don't need to have the companion of taking the advice of them. And
Yeah.
relevant, I have to do.
True, you can stop
The
anywhere,
most
you
of
can
the
have
time,
food. Mhm.
yeah, most of the time, I love to spend my time with myself. I'm a introvert person, you can say.
Yeah, not quite. You're okay. I don't. I'm also like maybe ambivert, as they say. Like it's somewhere in the middle, right? I think most of us are maybe ambiverts.
Yeah, it's a requirement, I think. If you really want to be good and proficient into every matters of life, so you have to be right.
Yeah, true.
So this is a mandatory to be. So, ma'am, you couldn't ask me any questions. I'm little bit more excited and telling to asking you several questions, but you couldn't.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so it's really nice answering also sometimes. Um, and we can again get in touch like in a month or two if you want to. We should do that actually. It
Of
would be
course,
good to
ma'am.
see. Yeah,
I I love to connect with you again and again.
of
Whenever
course.
you
Yeah.
think, yeah, then you can message me, ma'am.
Yeah, we can do that like a couple of weeks or like every 3 weeks or something like that. It would be good. Yeah, it's good to know
Each
people.
other, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah,
I
it's
love to
good.
know about England's activity. Then you get to know
we can
Indian's
we can then
activities, right?
also talk on different topics, but we can pick a particular topic and then we can prepare, and then that would maybe people would be interested in. We can do that. Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah,
getting me. Yeah, do you have anything else to ask, or you want to
yeah.
ask me?
Yeah. Of course, I wanted to ask you some questions, ma'am.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, like ma'am, in this time, how do you improve your communication skill, and what do you do? Something still more than others. Little bit I would like to know.
Yeah, improving. As I did I tell you that, or maybe I was just speaking to Neha and I said that I did my schooling in my native language, which is
Okay.
Malayalam. So I didn't really speak English much, not even much. I can't say I didn't speak at all until I joined my IT job. That's when I actually started speaking. Even then, when I was working in Kerala, I would be
Hmm.
just speaking to them when on calls, with because I started um, when I started my job, um, I started with a UK organization here, so
Hmm.
I would be speaking to, but whilst in the office amongst the colleagues, you would be speaking in still in our native language. That's how
Yeah.
it used to be. So only when you're on a call, then you speak to the colleagues in the UK. That's when you use English. Um, but still, it started getting better when as you speak. So speaking is the best when it comes to improving. And because we all learned our native language by speaking through speaking, like our parents. What happened? Oh, okay. So our parents spoke to us, and that's how we learned this language. So speaking is the best. Then another
Yeah.
thing is that a lot of people recommend is reading. I'm not a good reader, so but I know that reading is the best. I mean, one of the best ways to improve your language, because you, again, speaking is again you, even if you read, you have to use that language, right? If you need that practice. So I think these kind of conversations really help. You have to be it's the more you get surrounded by this language, the better it is, obviously, to learn any language for that matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, speaking practice, every practice makes you perfect. So you need to keep practicing. Um, Listening to podcasts or watching watching movies or watching English series with subtitles on, and then you have to repeat it. As you if you
I do.
repeating, yeah, that
I
is
do
really
everything.
good. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay, now.
as I'm coming from, my schooling was done in my native language, so I should say that I've come a long way.